New court documents reveal more details in the ongoing Army criminal investigation of a former Fort Hood Army doctor. The documents include a temporary restraining order filed by the ex-wife of Carl R. Darnell, Army Medical Center OBGYN Blaine McGraw.
He is accused in a civil lawsuit of secretly recording dozens of patients during their exams. And according to the documents, it wasn't just patients. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson has more on what investigators are finding.
A civil lawsuit filed against Major Blaine McGraw on November 10th in Bell County's 146th District Court alleges he sexually exploited patients by secretly recording them during medical exams, conducted invasive and unnecessary procedures, and made sexual comments during their appointments. Now, new court documents filed in Bell County shed more light on the ongoing U.S. Army investigation into the allegations. According to a petition for a temporary restraining order filed November 19th by McGraw's ex-wife, Julia Carroll, she's seeking full custody of their child. In an affidavit attached to the petition, Carroll states military police detectives came to her home on October 23rd and told her family about an ongoing investigation into McGraw. She alleges authorities told her they identified over 40 victims, all of whom were McGraw's patients, whom he video recorded their private parts without their knowledge or consent. In addition, the affidavit says McGraw had video recordings of another alleged victim while she was naked. Kenny Carroll is a veteran married to McGraw's ex-wife. He says the situation has been difficult for the family.
Like I said, my wife was married to him. We share kids. And we got a good picture of what's going on. I'm just surprised they haven't pressed charges yet.
Fort Hood has reviewed McGraw's appointment logs, identifying 1,400 potential patients and sent notification letters to all of them, according to Fort Hood Public Affairs. Fort Hood says when they became aware of the accusations, McGraw was suspended and all of his access to patient records was revoked. Carroll says he hopes this case leads to changes in how the military handles these situations.
The enlisted officer relationship is a very tricky relationship. And if even as a patient-doctor relationship, if a major tells you you can't bring a chaperone in, and you're a sergeant, what are you going to do? Yes, sir, and you move on. That's the military way.
According to Navy records, he began his military service as a Navy ensign in 2004 through the Armed Forces Health Profession Scholarship Program, serving until 2006. Navy Public Affairs didn't explain why he left the Navy, but in 2007, he joined the Army as a battalion physician assistant at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, including a deployment to Afghanistan. McGraw completed his OBGYN residency at Tripler Army Medical Center in Hawaii from 2019 to 2023. After finishing his residency, he was assigned to Fort Hood. He also served as an OBGYN physician during a deployment to Iraq and Syria before coming back to Fort Hood. An Army spokesperson explained to 6 News how the transfer process works for military physicians, saying the Army looks to make sure there are no open investigations, adverse actions, or flags on their record that would prevent them from moving. Officials at Tripler confirmed McGraw was assigned there as a resident and that no charges were filed against him during that time. But on November 21st, they announced they were also notifying any patients who had seen McGraw that he is under investigation by Army CID. Carroll says the family wants to see accountability.
I just want to see real justice, and the victims get the help they need and the change that we need.
And that was Juliana Jackson reporting. No criminal charges have been filed at this time. McGraw's attorney sent 6 News a statement on the new court document saying, quote, Dr. McGraw's relationship with his daughter is private. He loves his daughter with all of his heart. The petition is merely an allegation that will be addressed appropriately in court. Any attempts to make this matter public are not in any child's interest. We'll keep you updated as we stay on this case.